Hey guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt, and today is my, it is my 7-month hair length update. It is November 12th. My friend Gina is actually here to help me with this because as my hair gets longer, it's more and more difficult for me to actually measure the length. Now will be going up on both of my channels. My main channel is OSPFL. My second channel is just my name. They're always linked in the description box depending on which channel you're on. So this is a length update for my hair. Again, I haven't really done anything spectacular with it. Haven't used any like hair growth supplements or anything like that. So this is just a 7-month hair update. Let me go ahead and get my hair brushed back. And I did just get out of the shower. So my hair is still kind of damp. Look at all the new growth up here.
Yeah, I see it. Sticking
a little
out.
gray one that
It's gray.
That's what I saw.
Both of them are gray.
I was like, what?
They're both gray.
Yeah, because I got a patch right there. Okay, so since Gina's not familiar with how I usually do this, I'll do the first section and then I'll have her do the second, and then we're going to measure the entire length of my hair from scalp to ends. And I know we did that like a month or two ago. I think it was last month, and it was like 11 inches from scalp to tips. And I talked about how to measure hair, but well, I'm going to have her measure it in the back as well because my hair is past my shoulders. So I'm gonna go ahead and just grab a front section here, and then I'll move section by section. And because my hair was cut right up to my chin, I usually use my chin as a guide, and then I'll hold my hair to the ruler, and then I'm gonna have you read it. How many?
That's right, about 6 inches.
Okay, because last month it was like, or the month before last, it was just at 5 inches. So my hair's growing between an inch and a half a month. So I'm gonna pull one more section, and then I will have her hopefully it stays. I will have her do the next, behind the ear and stuff like that.
Same.
6 inches?
Yep.
Now the funny thing is, when you get behind my ear, it's gonna be longer. You're gonna use your ruler, I'll section it. And I'm gonna hold the other ruler so we have a guide to where to start. All right, so you're gonna start from the ruler and then measure down and make sure to pull it taut.
Make sure I get it all.
And pull it down, not out.
It's gonna be longer on the back, huh?
It usually is.
Okay, there's that. Pulling your hair down. Doing inches. It's easier to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Stay. It's not a dog, I know, but it's it's only about 4 inches.
From here.
Your chin. This is equal with the ruler.
Now remember, that doesn't start, it starts at 0.
Right, that's what
So
I'm
make
going
sure
by.
you get that 0 mark right at the ruler.
It is at the ruler. All right, there we go. It's about 5.5. Pulling it taut.
All right, and then let me see the section.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay. And that's using the 0. On the ruler, it's coming out at 6. Nope. Almost 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 6.5. Very close to 6.5.
Isn't that funny how that does that?
Because on this it's not, and that's starting at the 0.
I cannot see.
Why not?
Um,
A little shaggy DA.
do I need to start going meet?
Yeah, a little shaggy DA.
I don't have a DA.
Well,
You know what a DA is, right?
Yeah.
It means duck's ass. It's when your hair goes into a V. I have a very pronounced M in the back of my head.
Well, I was going with the movie.
So we're gonna go basically from here.
You want the whole back?
No, just grab a section of
Yeah, I'm
it.
going to grab a section. That's what I was doing.
But because my hair's so thick, you have to comb it on the top and then reach up underneath and comb it from the bottom too, because you're only getting half of my hair when you do that.
All right, let me
People
get my
don't realize
section.
how thick my hair is until they put their hands in it. They're like, holy shit.
And as much hair as you lose,
Oh, I know,
I'm
right?
so surprised you have as thick
Wait, did I
hair.
clean the drain this time?
Did you?
I can't
no,
tell.
I will. I usually clean it.
I've been trying to remember to
Okay,
clean.
you want me to measure? What am I measuring from?
From here.
From here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, this is really long. Get out of my section. You go over there. So basically from the chin.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, I'm gonna start with the 1 though. And you are almost to 8 inches.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
And then let's turn a little bit so the camera can catch it.
you are almost to 8 inches.
Ow. That's gonna bruise.
Yeah, but I didn't do it.
The wall hit me.
The
Well,
wall
at
hit you.
least it's not the knee where your mother kept bashing me.
Okay,
That
I gotta
bruise
get it to the
finally
1.
healed.
Alrighty. You're about 7.5, almost 8 inches.
Yeah.
Because
kinda
right there,
figured.
you're about right there.
Because if you look at my hair, it does look longer in the back
It does.
than it does in the front.
It does look longer in the back.
And the fact that I can reach up and touch it,
It's long. Well, yeah.
because I think last month my hair
You're about
was just
right.
to my collarbones.
You're about right there. So you're almost a whole 8 inches.
Yeah, and last month my hair was right at my collarbone. So this shows you a
How much
pretty
it's growing.
good reference of where, and my hair as it dries
But your hair
will
grows
pull-
fast.
Yeah, it does.
Anyways,
It always has.
mine's slow.
All right, so now what we're gonna do is take a section in the front and in the back. Because I had talked about when you measure from the scalp out, measuring from the front versus the back, it's different because any hair that's up here, it takes longer to grow out to be down this direction versus the back because it's closer to that area. So we're going to grab a small section here, right along the front of my hairline where I've got a itty bitty widow's peak. And I'm gonna comb it. Looks like I'm at an angle.
You are. Okay, you're straight. Yes.
Well,
Continue.
I was gonna say,
As straight as you
technically
can.
I'm not straight, but
Well, I
you
knew
know.
that, but
Yeah, you caught yourself there, didn't you?
I thought about it after I said it.
Okay, so with the ruler, and of course my nose is in the way.
You're very close to the 12 inches. Very close to the 12-inch mark.
Now, let me move this to the side where I don't have a nose in the direction, and just take part of this section. And I'm gonna hold it out from my scalp instead of putting it down. This is also another thing that people don't take into consideration when they are measuring things, and my hair in this section is dry. It keeps springing up at the end.
Hold on. You hold the roller. And I will take the hair. Even though we got some flyaways. Okay, the tip of this hair is right on the 12. You go with the majority though, you're over halfway there.
And then if I pull a section from like here where my hair is still wet,
Okay, so is hair longer when it's wet or longer when it's dry?
it's longer when it's wet.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'd ask.
All right, I'll hold the ruler if you want to get
I got the hair. Move your finger. Alrighty, this is right at 12. Right at 12.
So my hair is about 12 inches long. And then just to do a section in the back, I'm gonna go ahead and pull part of my hair up and leave just a small section in the back.
Which is the short section.
Short section. Short section.
Short section.
Say
Say
it.
it 3 times fast.
That's what I was just fixing
I
to
am
say.
not going to say it because...
Sally sells seashells on the seashore.
Yeah, well, you can do that on IKEA.
And then you're gonna...
And this is dry.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, do you want it wet again? I can put some water on it.
Well, no, it's fine.
But this will give a good representation
Just
of
let
how
you
you're supposed to measure
know.
if you're looking for accurate results. Wet hair versus dry. Wet hair is always going to be a little bit longer because the hydrogen bonds are broken in the hair, so the elasticity is going to stretch quite a bit more. Whereas hair that's dry, it's already, the hydrogen bonds are set in the hair, which causes the hair to shrink.
Okay, am I doing it from up here?
You're going to put it right up to the scalp where the hair section is, and then you're going to go out from there. You can go out or up or down or sideways or whichever direction you
Going
think.
straight down. And you're about 6.5.
But if I pull, all right, hold that to the side.
Okay.
Make sure it doesn't mix in.
I'm going to.
I'm going to grab another section like smack dab in the middle and drop it. You got a piece?
No, not yet. Hold on, I'm still holding. I got a piece.
Okay.
Got a piece.
So I'm going to pull this up and clip it. Pray this front section don't try to drop. Now measure that one and see the difference in the length.
I gotta brush comb it though.
Because when she cut this bottom section, it was all the way up to where my hairline was in the back. That's how far up she took it in the back.
You are a little over 8 inches.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you measure my hair from this spot here down, that where my nape is, where
Right
my
here.
hairline is,
Right here.
if you measure from there down, that gives you a more accurate result of exactly how long my hair has grown in 7 months.
It is just a tad bit past 6.5 inches, very close to 7.
Yep. Because she cut my hair right up to, because where my hairline is in the back, it goes up in like an M shape.
Yes, it does.
And some people have more defined, and I also have a low nape, low neckline. So some people, their nape stops like right up here.
Right.
Mine goes down a little bit further. So I have because I have a very long neck, I also have a very low hairline back here.
Okay.
So that's another thing that, as a hairdresser, when we're doing hair and we're cutting hair to fit like face shapes and neck shapes and things like that, especially for a DA, how low their hairline is depends on how the hair is going to feather when you come in and cut it at an angle.
Okay.
So anyways, we're at about 13 minutes now, so it's kind of gray and kind of brown and kind of wavy. Look,
Yeah,
it's got a weird wave
it's
to it.
Not changed all the way yet.
Yeah.
You plucked it before it was time.
It's still thinking about going gray.
You plucked it before it was time.
Well, it fell all on its own volition. I mean, I didn't pull it out.
You brushed it.
It can grow however the hell it wants. I don't
I
care.
agree.
So hopefully this video is helpful for somebody who is looking at growing their hair out. Also take into consideration hair texture, how coarse the actual hair strand is, whether you have wavy hair or straight hair. That also takes an, people that have curly hair, wavy hair, things like that, it's going to measure differently dry versus wet. So when you're looking at getting a haircut, thinking about the actual texture of your hair and how coarse it is, if it's coarse, medium, or fine, or ultra fine, that also weighs in on how long it will be wet versus dry. Again, wavy hair, curly hair, coily hair, nappy hair, things like that, your hair, as you stretch it, as it's wet, it's going to look completely different dry. So that's also something that when girls used to come in with curly hair and they wanted these little short cuts, and I'm like, you're gonna end up looking like a mushroom. You don't want that. they don't think about what their hair's going to do. They're like, oh no, I'll just blow it dry and I'll flat iron it, or I'll curling iron it. I'm like, you're gonna have to do it every time you wash your hair. Every time it gets wet, your hair's gonna go and you're gonna look like a mushroom. So people don't take that stuff into consideration when they're cutting their hair either. But with me, I'm just growing mine back out. So this is where I'm at, and it still has a really good shape to it from when she undercut it before. So if you look, my hair still kind of curls under naturally. As long as I brush it and kind of smooth it in that direction, it'll naturally curl. So Amanda did a really good job at cutting my hair and, you know, keeping the under layers long enough so that they would naturally continue to curl as hair grows. But as you can see, it still curls under, so she did a really good cut on me. For most people botch my hair really bad because it's very thick, it's very coarse, it's wavy, and I have a lot of hair. So, and she didn't even know what she was getting into until she touched my hair. So, trying to do pictures or like videos on the internet, it's very hard to give advice for hair until we put our hands in it, because it may look one way on camera and it feels completely different in person. So hopefully this is helpful. I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. This is my friend Gina, and hopefully you all have a fantastic day or night wherever you are. This is my 7-month hair length update since I cut off 20 inches of it to donate to Wigs for Kids. I do not recommend Locks for Love. I will leave Wigs for Kids linked down in the description box. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.
Bye.